Now, the critics of spirituality have been kind of highlighting some of the positive sides around religion and spirituality, continue to say, guys, do not bring this spirituality and religious stuff into our psychology work or in our medical work. It's going to confuse our world for reasons like these. Confuses treatment with non-scientific phenomena. So that whole argument gets opened up. What is science and what is our task? Is it something that's measurable? It creates conflicts between the patient and the clinician. What if your patient believes things that are very different than you? And I remember this during 9/11, and I was teaching a course at Harvard in psychiatry, and some of the students had relatives who were, well, they were actually analysts in New York, and their patients were Muslims. And the sense was that America was under attack. And because of the lack of understanding of what is this Islam-Muslim faith, there was a lot of countertransference that got stirred around how can I attend to the agony and pain of my patient when I feel like in the name of their faith, they destroyed my family, something like that. So countertransference. Then should we not get into this area? Is this not too messy? And argument 2 would be in that line. 3, introduce different goals and criteria that confound treatment. Listen, the person's coming here to talk about their brain tumor. They're coming here to discuss their cancer. What does religion have to do with that? Let them go see their clergy person, okay? Introduce phenomena unrelated to the scientific method. So those are some of the critiques. And reasons here why psychology pathologizes religion. Problems with religion and spirituality. Religion often fails to deliver what it promises according to its own beliefs and principles. I mean, again, if these are the human structures, are they really doing what they're saying? Spiritual experiences stir up various internal and interpersonal anxieties and dangers, including fears, engulfments. And a lot of this stuff sounds like that material that I was referencing in the 60s. Freud identified religion as a defense, escape, or self-deception from unpleasant experiences or reality. For those of us who've worked with people who are spiritual or religion, that can be very true. I think in those days it was perceived as universally true, And that Skinner denied free will and perceived religion as a fiction. There's not really any veracity, any validity to this material. So critics today still question if we should be in this zone. So what do we do, with these kinds of thoughts? We know in the mind, in the brain, these are thoughts. This is the cerebral cortex kind of thinking about religion and spirituality. And then there are feelings that are the limbic center, things that you get nurtured about. And then there's the brainstem, which are just primitive drives, which guide people. Now, I don't know where I would locate, even though there is conversation about a brain gene or a religious gene or our spiritual nature. Some people like to put a halo over this, but that there is something, you have in this conversation a focus on the subject of morality as being almost the Achilles heel of the whole operation. And I don't know if that adequately addresses our subject, particularly, and this is where it becomes pertinent for us, if our patient is participating, actively believing in an encounter with God, and that practice is producing an experience. And that's what we're going to be looking at right now.